Good night, vatos. Thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again. Sounds like California. Camera looked a little bit high there, so just gonna lower it just a tad bit. And we are in the middle of December, and I'm wearing about I'd say 4 layers. I mean, it's chilly, it's cold. I mean, it's nothing too horrible. It's manageable. As far as, you know, the temp, I believe it's in the 60s. It was cold this morning. You know, so some of the mornings 38 degrees, a little chilly, like I said. I don't have the hand guards right now because I'm currently working on the paint for the bike. So I am finally getting around to painting the Lowrider S. And so far on the fuel tank, because you guys remember I have the Lowrider ST fuel tank. That one's pretty much finished up. I've been taking parts off of the bike here and there while I lay down miles so I could get a better overall fuel economy on the Stage 2 with the new tune, with the new tune. Of course, you guys don't know, I was having like 23 miles per gallon. You guys believe that? With the Stage 2, nothing dramatic, just a 475 Stage 2. I was getting 23 miles per gallon, and I'd say 32 highway. Right now, after my last couple fill-ups, I'm getting about 26 miles per gallon. So I mean, it's a slight improvement, but man, that's just I don't know. I think it's pretty tough. I just saw another video where this one fella has a 131, and I guess he's getting about 33. But like I said, I don't know if it's highway or city, because it's a huge difference. If you're getting, like I said, if I'm getting highway, I'm getting about 33. So based off of the previous numbers, I should be at about 35, 36 highway, and like I said, 25 city, which I mean, I think it's still pretty bad compared to what I used to have with the Stage 1. So I mean, it's a blast to ride. The bike, at first I thought it was the throttle tuner. I thought the throttle tuner was causing my fuel economy, was causing my fuel range to drop dramatically. But after trying out with the tuner and then disabling the throttle tuner, it's still the same. It's about the same. So I figured, you know what, since I'm having more fun with the throttle tuner, I might as well just leave that on, because I mean, there isn't much of a difference after multiple fill-ups, stuff like that. So we still have to install the 64 intake that I got, the Screaming Eagle intake. Got that. I haven't gotten around to installing that because, like I mentioned, I'm currently painting parts for the bike, and it's taking a minute. The painting alone, we're talking about hours and hours. And of course, I'm working my 9 to 5. Get off at 6, depending on what day it is. I might have about 4 hours of free time in the afternoon, and that's typically when I'm getting around to painting these parts. So we'll see what happens. I might remove the fairing tonight and then start prepping it for paint. So the only thing that's left on the bike, you guys not going to be able to see, but the side covers, the front fender is also removed. The only thing I have left on the bike to paint is the fairing, of course, the FXRT fairing, and the rear fender, and that's pretty much it as far as the paint. Mechanically, I still have to do the intake and the new injectors, get that tuned, and we'll see the numbers compared to what a Stage 2 does, or what a Stage 2 pulls, which is 114 horsepower and 127.5 foot-pounds of torque. So pretty impressive at the wheel. So that's pretty impressive. And like I mentioned, the bike weighs in about 700 and depending on the saddlebags, 720, 740. If I have them off, of course, I'm removing about 40 pounds off the bike, and it just feels a whole lot, more aggressive. So that's that as far as, I guess, the bike and stuff like that. As far as the motovlogs, I haven't really gotten around to motovlogging. It's just by the time I get off of work, it's already night. It's already dark. I mean, it is what it is. It's the winter. It's the daylight savings time. I thought that was supposed to end this year. I don't know what happened. I know Arizona and Hawaii are the only ones that don't do the daylight savings time. So I thought that was going to end. I don't know. I saw somewhere in the news that it was going to get removed, or we were going to stop doing it. For some reason, I don't know. I guess I was under the impression that it was going to end. But yeah, it sucks getting off. Today is the weekend, so I get off a little bit early. So yeah, that's why I'm motovlogging today. I just got off of work. Now I get to motovlog a little bit, enjoy my ride. I don't have to worry about getting home, picking up the kid or anything like that, swapping out vehicles, nothing like that. I don't have to do anything. Today I get to just kind of relax and take the long way home. Because of course my wife's at home taking care of the kids, so there's no urgency to get home. So just gonna enjoy the ride, I guess. Someone on a bike. I have to be careful right here on this strip, on this part of the street. There's always cops here, just speed traps. They're always here, so I always have to I always have to pay attention to my speedo and make sure I'm doing the speed limit. So yeah, that's so far on, I guess, what 2024 is gonna have. I'm gonna have a brand new build, brand new tank, and probably some impressive numbers at the dyno. I'm still considering where I'm gonna go. I really want to stay in San Jose for the dyno tune. So I'm considering a shop here in San Jose, another shop, not Ram. But I think the place where I want to take it to is in Walnut Creek, which is, it's about a 40-minute ride up there. And I think my only concern is because, of course, when you install the throttle or the the intake, when you install the intake, you're supposed to have a tune for it, and especially with the new injectors. So I mean, they have a lot of warning signs on their website, even on the packaging of the tuners of the injectors. Harley has a little warning symbol there that you have to get it tuned. So I'm just, I have that in mind. Like, I want to take it to Walnut Creek, take it to RC Cycles. But I'm just a little bit, I guess I'm just a little hesitant on putting that many miles or riding it for 40 minutes all the way out there with the stage 2 tune that I have on it now. I'm not entirely sure if I think it should be fine. I've ridden my my lowrider S with exhaust and an intake without, of course, the proper tune for about, man, how many miles? I'd say like 1,000 miles or something like that. A little bit over 1,000 miles, I believe. I've ridden the bike without the stage 1 tune, with the stage 1, but without a stage 1 tune for a while, and nothing happened. It seemed fine. I think as far as long term, it could be an issue, but but I think I mean, quite honestly, I'm not sure if I'm going to upload the unboxing for the injectors. Technically, it's the same amount of flow up until 80%. Anything over 80%, there's gonna, it's gonna have more flow of the fuel. How does it go, man? They're 5.3s, I think. I believe what I have on the bike stock, it's a 4.7. So, like I said, you only see that increase in that fuel flow once you hit 80% throttle on the grip or on the throttle blade control. Once it hits 80%, that's when you start to see the benefits of the higher flowing injector. As far as the mixture, the air, I don't know if it, how do you say it, automizes or something like that? The automation or something, man, I don't know how to pronounce it. The automation or something with the A, I can't, man, if I remember what it's called. But I saw that with the what is it called? The man, I had it in my head just right now. What's the red? What is that one? Oh, fueling. Sorry, guys. So fueling has injectors. They they claim to have better mixture of air and fuel automation. I think that's what it's called. I believe they have additional ports, so they're like high flow, and like I said, the mixture of the air and the fuel, it's just, I guess it's improved. So the bike should handle the performance a tad bit better. I don't know if the Screaming Eagle have the same features. I'm not entirely sure, but I know the fueling, they have multiple options. I was going to get the fueling, but just the price difference, we're talking about twice the price. They have 6.2 and 6.7. You're looking at $300. The Screaming Eagle ones, which is 5.4, if I remember off the top of my head, and it's $160 for the pair. So I mean, I'm saving myself quite a bit of money by getting the Screaming Eagle. And of course, I'm not going to do anything beyond the stage 2, so I'm pretty much done with that. I'm not planning on putting in any more money into the bike, into this one. I mean, maybe future builds, maybe a future build, maybe something down the line. I'll probably get myself a touring model, maybe. But as far as the Lowrider S, I think it's pretty much done for the performance. I've already spent a ton of money on the bike. And I think the paint's going to be the last bit of it, I believe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, I really want to get a bagger, a Road King, but we'll see what happens. It's just, it's just a video of me rambling. That's pretty much it, I think. Just me rambling, catching up on stuff, just motovlogging, because I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done motovlogging in a few days. Weeks. It's been a while because, like I said, I get off late, and by the time I get off, there just isn't I have a GoPro 12. I think the low light is decent enough. It's not as good as an Action 4 or the what's that new one, that 360? That new one. I've been seeing ads on it on Facebook. I saw an ad on I think it's a 360 Action R or something like that. That looks to have some impressive low light capabilities, but I don't know. Whenever I try to edit low light, I just don't know how to do it. I think that's what it is, and it just looks grainy and it looks grayish, and I don't like the way it looks. So I just don't motovlog at night anymore. So yeah, getting on to, I guess, the comments. What's going on? California. It looks like that toll's gonna pass through. It looks like it's gonna happen, guys. I think it's just so stupid, man. It just sucks that these politicians are. I mean, they're bought and paid for by these corporations, and they're the ones that are adding more and more pollution. And they're just adding all this other BS, and they're making us, the everyday American, pay for it. Now, I mean, the freeway toll stuff, it's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect me because I rent and I'm in the city. But what I'm saying is, for the folks that are commuting, because I plan on commuting, once the rates go down. I mean, man, it just sucks because I had a chance to buy in 2020, 2019. I just didn't want to live in Modesto again. That's the whole reason why I know how hot it is. It sucks. The weather sucks. You wake up in the morning, 6, 7 in the morning, and it's already 94 degrees. At night, midnight, it's like 97 degrees. It's just crazy how hot it gets. But that was my only opportunity, to buy a home. And that's the only place I could afford it. That and, of course, Manteca. I could have bought in Tracy, Manteca, Stockton. I could have bought a house in any of those cities. But, it looks like I've missed my chance. It's just, I don't think I'll be able to do it now, not anymore, not in this economy. I don't think it's going to be possible. And yet, corporations are still buying these properties because 8% to them, 7% is nothing. It's the everyday Americans that can't afford it. You have to be, at least, you have to be making at least, to even qualify for a loan now, $400,000. You need to be making, over 100 grand? Or it's 50% of your income for you to qualify. Could you afford it? No, but could you qualify? Maybe. Man, it just sucks. But like I said, that this new congestion toll that they're calling it sucks. I mean, if they really pass this through, it looks like I think New York's getting it done, and the business owners that own property in those areas, they're going to be offshoring or offsetting those costs to the customers, to the people that are going to be buying there, that are going to be shopping there, buying at the restaurant, buying food, stuff like that. And I just, man, like, how do we get, I know how we got here, but man, to have income tax, property tax, sales tax, death tax, all of these fees, I had to pay tags on my bike, $300. The bike weighs under 700 pounds. Weighs under 700 pounds. A motorcycle in California, my tags are $300 per year. Crazy. Can you imagine what the people are paying for the 2023s? They're paying $350 or $400. That is nuts. And, we're also paying $5, $6 per gallon for fuel, of course. And now we're going to be paying this freeway congestion toll that you're probably looking at, man. I mean, I did the math in my other video. Somewhere between $350 a month to $1,400. And that's, calculating based off of commuting from an affordable city to the Bay Area, all right? We're talking about Stanislaus County. So if you commuted from Stanislaus County, you're going to be paying up the yin-yang. And like I mentioned, you still have the tolls in, New York. People are crossing the bridge, paying that toll. What is that, $17? And if you do that, if you do that twice a day, that adds up. And then on top of that, are they doing the freeway toll too? On top of, I think they're also doing that too. And that is just to limit the green gases or the carbon and stuff like that. Yet they can fly to China for no reason. Fly to China like my governor Newsom. Fly to China for no reason. 14-hour flight, add all of that carbon in the atmosphere for what? For nothing? And then fly back to California another 14 hours? But yet, me riding my bike, that's the issue? Like I said, it's not going to affect me. I live in the city. I'm not going to be paying, but it's, everybody else that's that commutes, they're the ones that are going to have to pay. they're the ones that are gonna have that increase, that cost. And on top of that, you know, on top of having to pay the freeway toll, you're also paying for higher, just the cost of living out here is just dramatically more than anywhere else in the United States. And that's because of all the other stuff, you know, the diesel, you know, you guys don't know, but they banned diesel vehicles back in 2014, 2015, a certain age. So if you had a business, and you know, you ran a trucking company, you had to buy the latest and greatest 2016, 2017. So you would have to, you know, I know folks that run businesses out here. Evergreen Supply, they kind of told me what was going on. So you had to update your truck depending on, you know, what you're doing. You're looking at $80,000 to $200,000 depending on what service you're offering. So of course now you got to calculate that in your fee, your service, your transportation. So, you know, it's just inflation, these extra fees, and now this other stuff, man. I just don't see how folks are being able to make a living here. It's just impossible with the state losing as many people as they are, losing, you know, losing residents because people are moving out. I mean, they're having a negative, what is it called, a negative something, transportation or whatever, an exodus. Yeah, I think something like that. So, man, I recently got a ticket for my vehicle. I recently got a ticket because my bumper was sticking out just a little bit from the driveway. They gave me a ticket for blocking the sidewalk, supposedly. Mind you, it's on the driveway, so they could still, you know, walk around, but I guess because my bumper's sticking out by a little bit, they gave me a $60 ticket. It wasn't that bad, but it just pissed me off because you have homeless, not here, but you have homeless right over there on the other side on 7 Trees. I live on the south side, okay? I mean, police presence, there's not that many. But anyways, I mean, on 7 Trees, right over there, just a street over there, you have homeless people taking up the whole sidewalk with their tents, with their dirty clothes, with, you know, their laundry, with their trash. They're taking up the whole sidewalk, but yet I get a ticket. Those folks living on the side of the street, taking up all of the sidewalk. People have to get onto the street to walk around it, of course. And every once in a while they're causing a fire because, you know, they're burning stuff, and so every once in a while you'll see a fence burnt up because the homeless are because they're falling asleep, or I don't know what they're doing, but if you go, I don't know, maybe I'll go over there one of these days to just film it, but I don't know, it just pissed me off knowing, you know, living here in this area, seeing, you know, the homeless and seeing all these issues. They go after me because of my bumper. It's just idiotic. Same thing with the tolls in San Francisco. I already made a video on this, but you know what? That's it, man. I just wanted to, I guess, rant, talk about how shitty California is, and I guess just give you guys an update on what's going on with the builds and what's, you know, I guess what's taking so while, or taking so much time just uploading, publishing the videos. You know, that's what I'm falling back on because of just how long the paint is taking me for the bike. You know, just laying down lines and spraying the design and stuff like that. We're talking, man, so far I'm not even finished. I think I have about I think I have like 25 to 30 hours on the paint so far, and I still have to paint the rear fender and the fairing, and that's probably going to be another 30 hours. It's just, man, and yeah, it's just tough. All right, I like I said, I have an appreciation for everybody that that does the YouTube stuff. They do the YouTube. They upload videos, and you know, they have family. They have 9 to 5s. Because I mean, this YouTube stuff does not pay at all. Doesn't pay. I've been doing it for 4 years. Doesn't pay. Period. But hey, we'll see what happens. You guys stay out there, stay safe, life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.